Hello, my name is Carlos Kazee. I'm Senior Vice President for MSISAC Strategy and Plans, and I'm here with my good friend Terry Takai, Chief Programs Officer, e.Republic and Center for Digital Government. So Terry, I want to acknowledge that we're doing something completely new this year in the multi-state ISAC, and the Center for Digital Government is a big part of it. We're conducting our 19th annual ISAC members meeting in June of 2026 in Orlando, Florida. This will be a 2.5-day event starting upon arrival on Sunday afternoon, June 21st, for an evening reception and ending Wednesday at noon on June 24th. This is an ISAC members meeting, and it is open to all members of the state, local, tribal, and territorial government community. We, the Multi-State ISAC and the Center for Digital Government, are building this year's event together.
Well, Carlos, I have to say, every time we get a chance to sit down and talk with you and the team at CIS, I am reminded of why this partnership means so much to both of our organizations. We've been doing this work together for a while now, and the relationship just continues to get stronger. What's exciting this year is that we're doubling down on how we can help state and local cybersecurity leaders really see and feel the value of the entire community. The work, the impact, and the pride in the work that they do.
Oh, Terry, I love those words. The feeling is absolutely mutual. When we think about what the multi-state ISAC is trying to accomplish, protecting state, local, tribal, and territorial governments from cyber threats, having a partner like the Center for Digital Government in our corner is extremely meaningful. Your reach into CIOs and CISOs and technology executives across the country aligns with the multi-state ISAC's mission. Trust is earned, and our trust has been earned over 2 decades of service to the public sector community. That trust is exactly what strengthens the value proposition for collaboration between and among state, local, tribal, and territorial governments and the multi-state ISAC as strategic partners of those governments. The more we all share and collaborate around actionable, relevant, and timely threat and vulnerability mitigation information and security best practices, the more secure and resilient the entire state, local, tribal, and territorial government community can become.
And that's really what both of our organizations have focused on. The Center for Digital Government has long been focused on how we bring government together with technology partners to really help them grow. After years in CIO roles myself, in Michigan, California, and Department of Defense, I know that IT leaders need a space to be honest, share what's really happening, and walk away with tangible next steps. And that's why deepening engagement and participation is such a priority this year. Not just attending, but getting involved in the programs, platforms, initiatives, and most importantly, the conversation that's going to move their cybersecurity maturity forward.
Terry, exactly. The Information Sharing and Analysis Center model is created by members, for members, and it depends on unity. This year, we're putting real intention behind building stronger participation across the entire state, local, tribal, and territorial government landscape. New members, longtime members, legacy participants, we want everyone aligned, no separation, and with partners like the Center for Digital Government, we're creating an integrated experience that will benefit all attendees.
And so much of that happens in person. The relationships built in a room are what make information sharing work during real incidents. This year, we're deliberately creating more high-value networking and collaboration moments, giving those state and local and tribal territorial leaders those real opportunities to connect and exchange insights that they can't get anywhere else.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of opportunities, this June, we really have some special things lined up.
Well, Carlos, let's give those listening a little bit of a peek into what we're going to be doing in June.
Okay, this year's ISAC annual meeting is built around clear objectives that we have heard from prior year attendees. We've heard you all, and we want to deliver. First, we're reinforcing the value of MSISAC membership by having more members involved in and leading sessions, sharing real operational experiences and key lessons learned and pitfalls to avoid. Next, we're cultivating participation across the broad state, local, tribal, and territorial government community, all united in collective defense around topics of common interest and common concern. Third, and I think really, really important, every session this year has a concrete call to action. We're asking presenters to ensure that attendees in their sessions will leave with clear next steps to deepen their security maturity and resilience, and connections with peer subject matter experts and other subject matter experts, as well as resources to support their follow-through.
What I am so excited about for this year's event is that it's not a trade show. It's practitioners talking to practitioners. And this year, the content is built on intentionality. We're going to be looking at threat intelligence, incident response, and ransomware evolution, but we're also addressing the new topics that are emerging on the landscape, like what are we seeing in AI risk?
Exactly. And beyond the sessions, we're adding daily plenary networking moments to reinforce camaraderie, build momentum, and to make sure the whole community feels connected throughout the event. We're including a fireside chat that's focused on the future of the MSISAC, our governance model, where we're headed next, clear direction, and shared purpose.
So for the IT and cybersecurity leaders watching, whether you're a state CIO, a county IT director, a tribal nation leader, or a CISO at any level, this year's annual meeting is designed for you. Not just to learn, but to participate, to build relationships, to strengthen your operations maturity. This is where the community comes together, aligned, engaged, and moving forward with shared momentum.
Terry, that's well said. On behalf of the Multi-State Information Sharing and Analysis Center, we're proud to host this 19th ISAC annual meeting event. We're proud of the partnership with e.Republic and the Center for Digital Government, and we're energized by where this community is headed. We have important work ahead, and we are strongest when we do it together.
Carlos, I couldn't agree more. So we're really looking forward to seeing all of you in June.
See you in June.
See you in June.